This is 5 Minute Feng Shui, podcast episode 177, Personal Transformation for Recognition and Fame. Welcome to the 5 Minute Feng Shui podcast, where each week I talk about how to move energy and make money. You'll learn how to create a prosperous home and an abundant life using classical Chinese Feng Shui. I'm your host, Katie Weber, publisher of the Red Lotus Letter, Feng Shui Easing for Wealth. Each week, I'll cover Feng Shui topics that can help you improve your life, share inspiring stories, and always end with 3 easy-to-implement Feng Shui tips that you can put to work right away, and usually in about 5 minutes. Now let's get started on the 5 minutes that could change your life. Hello, my Feng Shui friend. We are talking all about fame today because fame is actually related to the fire element. And fire is the element that brings us joy, that brings us success, material rewards, recognition, and social life too. It brings people inviting us to do things and friendships and all the domain of the fire element. So let's talk about the importance of the fire element, especially as it relates to personal transformation. As you may have read and listened in the past few podcasts, the past couple of months, I've been talking about personal transformation because I'm hearing from a lot of people who talk about the need for change, the need to get out of a rut, a feeling like life is sort of stagnant. Some people say stuck, but again, I bring up the concept of being drained versus being stuck. And I think there's a lot of draining going on because of the pandemic we've had the last couple of years and all the hardships, the ups and downs that have come with that. And there have been ups and downs. Think about it. We had the pandemic start. We didn't know what it was, how bad it was going to be, how contagious it could get. We didn't have any idea. We suddenly couldn't go anywhere. We had to stay inside. And then we learned to kind of manage it. And then it kind of started to die down. And then it comes roaring back to life again with the Omicron variant. So it's been a lot of roller coaster ups and downs. And I feel like that's been a draining element and an aspect of this sort of ongoing aspect of dealing with an uncertainty and how that can be very tiresome and that it can leave you feeling kind of weak and drained. And so I want to talk about what we can do to rev up your engine and get it going again and help you to make some change in your life and see something new in your life. And we're going to be talking about the fire element. And we've already talked about earth element, wood element. We've talked about the powerful transformation of water and the difference it can make in your life. But today we're talking about the element of fire, and we need fire, right? We often talk about the fire in our belly. Many people I've heard recently say, I feel like the fire in my belly is gone. I just don't have that drive and that ambition. And it's a real thing. It is. We have a need to feel energized and alive and full of vigor. And that's where that fire element is. When we see something we like and our eyes grow large, that's the fire element because our eyes and our heart are actually related to the fire element. Now, even though we're talking about fame and recognition, I want everybody to understand that it's really about the fire element and how important that is. Because when we talk about fame and recognition, this is a part of the feng shui in your life that directly relates to how people see you. It's not just what your eyes see, but it's others how they see you. And it's how you present yourself in the world. And when you've got good fame luck, opportunities will find you and others will promote you and open those doors for you. So this is what's important about having that good fame and recognition energy, because when it runs low, you may feel like you're kind of lost in a crowd with little or no recognition. Maybe you don't feel like you have any opportunities for introductions. You don't feel like you have just sort of some notice in the world, or that you have a good reputation maybe, or that your social status is somehow dimmed. In short, life will just feel lackluster. That's the importance of that fame and recognition fire element. Lack of recognition and poor fame luck will help you to feel like you are watching the parade go by and you're not in it. You may feel like you're missing out on important parts of your life. At work, you could be passed over for a promotion or maybe never get a raise, or maybe you're paid a lot lower than your fellow coworkers. That's so important that we have that recognition at work because we want to have a level playing field. You may also feel like friendships are hard to come by and that relationships with others may be strained or difficult. Maybe your own family takes you for granted or gives you little or no support or encouragement, and friends maybe only offer judgment instead of encouragement. This is all the domain of the south corner. This corner relates to the way others relate to us and how we interact with the world in general. And when we have difficulties in the fame direction, we may not always act in integrity or feel like have the need. We may feel like we have the need to be sort of judgmental and picky with other people. Always pointing our crooked finger. Can you believe she wore that? And this is the corner that relates to yang fire and yang energy. And yang energy is so critical. This is what gives you an appetite that is a sex drive. It gives you ambition. It makes you feel alive. Yang energy is vibrant. And when you're in a good mood and you're happy and upbeat, it's interesting how people will just naturally gravitate toward you. Now, this attraction is also helpful for gaining recognition and a positive reputation, whether that's as a friend, as a neighbor, an employee, or as a business owner. And when you feel like people aren't responsive to you or that you get little or no notice, the south corner is where you need to look at, because this is one of the areas that guides how others interact with you and how you interact with others. Now, in health, low fame luck can manifest in low vitality and energy. It can show up as heart palpitations, or maybe you've got eye problems or tics. The other thing is stress and anxiety can make you feel timid or maybe withdrawn. You can even experience thyroid problems or issues with depression and weight gain. Now, another area where South-related blockages show up is in a generalized lack of joy and sort of a ho-hum existence. And when you feel blocked in this area of your life, you may feel defeated, you may have old feelings of shame and guilt, or just feel like you're living a numb life. Happiness and that feeling of success and joy and spontaneity may just elude you when we're talking about reputation, fame, and recognition, luck, when they're challenged or your luck is low. Now, this is the area that we want to look at literally, because this is the sector of the eyes. There could be something in your life that maybe you're just not willing to see plainly, or that you turn a blind eye to or look away from. It's important to identify the areas where you maybe have been avoiding things, or you haven't wanted to face up to or look directly at how these areas are keeping you from feeling fulfilled, successful, or feeling joy and happiness. So we want to always identify what is the elephant in our emotional room. What is it in our life that we have the feeling of when it comes to unhappiness? What is it that is draining us? Now, you may have been in a situation that's been vaporous, confusing, or that you can't see clearly, and you want to see a new way of doing or being. You also may feel like you want to bring light to a situation to help you see a solution. This is all part of the vision of the South and of fame and recognition energy. This is that part of our life that maybe we just don't want to look at and that you can't get a grasp on. We really want to look at the south corner of your house and look at your life and really see clearly and take a hard look at things, because that can be something that is sucking putting out your fire, right? Literally putting it out. Now let's talk about fire blockages. Now, elements of water and earth, are the two elements that can undermine your energy and fame luck. This is just makes sense, doesn't it? Because when we want to put out a fire, what do? We throw dirt on it or we throw water on it. Earth smothers fire and water just kills it. And when you have too much of those energies in your fame and recognition corner, this can keep your joy in check. It can promote a bland or listless feeling. And it's also true if the south corner is missing or if you've got a bathroom located in this corner. Fame blocks have a way of making you feel smothered, the same way that earth smothers fire. Are there people in your life who are smothering you or that make you feel drained? Maybe there's someone in your workplace or your home life who doesn't want you to succeed, who consistently rains on your parade or is jealous or envious of you. Or there may be circumstances that are set up to work against you in your home or work life. The element of water and blue colors could be too prominent in the south corner of your home. So take a good look at what those colors are. Or do you have a big, heavy vase there as a big pot or something that's earthen in that corner of your home? You could have an excess of earth element, and that can press down on your fame luck. Now let's talk about some activators for fame and recognition luck, because this is what we need to enhance, right? So something that is the best activation is sometimes just the removal of the things that are blocking your joy and that drain your energy. That means that it's a good idea to spend less time with people who are rude to you or that undermine you, and instead seek out a circle of friends that are positive and upbeat and encouraging. Go to conferences that are, positive and that people are going to learn something and to achieve something. When people are achievement focused, it's amazing how much more positive they are than somebody that's always criticizing, that's always making fun of the person that's doing something instead of doing something themselves. You ever notice that, how those personalities works? It really it really does work that. So find somebody who is encouraging, who is excited, who has plans. I often talk to people, hey, what are you going to be doing this year? No, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just, I think I'm going to take a week off and stay home. And, they don't really ever, they just kind of seem like, ho hum. They don't really have anything exciting going on in their life. They don't make plans. They don't try to do things. And you need to be around people who do make plans, who are excited, who do get out in the world. Those are people that you want to be around and suck up their energy and feed off of it, because when we are around those people, they boost us. It's great energy for you. Now you can add colors in the south corner of your home and also to yourself as well that are the fame related colors. This is like pink and red and fuchsia and bright orange. Those are all the colors of fame. You can also use brown and green colors to harmonize with the fire energy and feed the fire energy of the south corner. That's why plants are so wonderful in the south corner. So are flowers, especially brightly colored ones. Now, if this is your bedroom, you can add an image of a bird in the south corner rather than paint your bedroom red, which is too stimulating. We don't need that much fire element, especially when we're trying to go to sleep. You also want to make sure that you activate the south corner of your living room for fame and energy luck. That's so important. Get something in there that looks vibrant, something that's moving like a lava lamp or just a beautiful lamp. Maybe one of the Tiffany kind that has all kinds of pretty colors. All those colors are great for activating fame and recognition love. Now, the other thing that you want to look at is fame symbols like birds. These can be images of birds, especially ones like the phoenix or a peacock or a rooster. And when people want to talk about their accomplishments, we often say they're going to crow about it. Well, we all know there's not a day that passes that the rooster doesn't crow. So that's what makes the rooster such a positive symbol for the south corner and activating. I will tell you about a friend of mine. Some years ago, she and her husband were having some difficulties financially, but their daughter was just a wonder kid. She was an amazing student, but they weren't going to be able to afford to send her to the college that she wanted to go to. So what my friend did was she bought a stuffed little plush toy of a cardinal, and you could squeeze the cardinal and it would chirp. And she went in and put it in the south corner of her daughter's bedroom. And every day she went in it and squeezed that bird. And so it would make that beautiful cardinal whistle. I started to do that whistle, but I thought you probably don't want to hear that, especially if you got pods in or earbuds. I don't know what I'm talking about, pods or buds or anyway, but she would squeeze that cardinal, and that cardinal would make the beautiful chirping sound. And you know what? She got that amazing college offer to a terrific college with a scholarship. How about that? So this is a great symbol. Get a cardinal. They're wonderful symbols. You can get them in all kinds of, they have toys, like little figures when you pass by them. And this is a great idea. I've seen them at some stores, like they have outdoor decorations and that kind of thing. And they have these little birds, and you pass by them, and they're sensor activated, and they will whistle or chirp like a bird. What a great thing to add in your south corner of your home, right? The other thing you can do is add bright light, like a lava lamp or candles or red colored objects to add a little bit more life and yang energy to the south sector. This also gives you a boost of energy and lightens up your mood. Now, I know a lot of folks in my private Facebook group are going to say, oh, but we're supposed to put fire in the south. Well, I don't want you to have a big giant burning fireplace or a huge fire pit in the south corner of your home, but a candle's not going to hurt anything. We just don't want to get crazy with the fire element. That's important. It's just one candle's fine. Some symbols are fine. You don't want to paint the whole living room on the south end red. That might be a little bit much, but you can add some red color. Absolutely. So don't take it to extreme. You can still add flowers. You can add a pretty lamp. You can add a nice candle. You can add a picture of a bird, and you're not going to burn the house down. So don't stress about it too much. Now let's talk about what you want in your life. This is a really neat way to get what you want is by adding words that relate to fame and recognition. This could be like achievement or accomplishment. And you see them at decor stores all the time, like it says blessed or family. And there are all these different words that relate to aspirations. Find an aspiration in a word, either in art or a figurine, some decorative object, and put that up in the south corner of your home. In the south corner of your office. You can add it in the south corner of your bedroom if it's not too bright or active. We always want to make sure that you get good rest in there. And you can also display images of people that you admire or those who've made a name for themselves. Put this in the south corner of your living room or in your home. You can also add diplomas, awards, plaques, any accomplishments to create a fame wall. Really important. Pictures of you with other people, places that you've been to. These are all great activators for luck and recognition energy, for your fame corner. This is what gives us the joy of living, right? It's being out and about, doing things with other people, having fun, seeing ourselves move ahead in life, not being drained and tired and stuck and in a rut. We don't want to do that. The other thing I want you to do is track your goals. If you feel like there's no joy in your life, keep a list of of goals, of things that you can do and that bring you happiness. Make the list of both small items that you can accomplish easily to more significant ones that require some effort and planning, and then work on them and crossing each one off. In this corner of your home, you can also add things for your office and display items that are pointed, like stars, conical shapes, triangles, or pyramids, or anything that sort of depicts like light rays or images of the sun. You can add pictures of fire and brightly colored artwork. I want to circle back to the goals element, because this is one of those things that has absolute magic. If I could give you one tip above all else, it is to write things down. What do you want? Write things down as if this is what I'm going to do this year. I will enjoy my trip to Bora Bora. I will be going to Bermuda. I will enjoy a canal ride in Venice. Yeah, one of those beautiful gondolas. Picture yourself doing those things. Or if it's just even something simple, I think you should have everything, small, medium, large goals, things you can do, things you can plan for. But those are so important when you can write them down. Why? Because you see them. It's your eyes. It's all in the eyes. That's how we fall in love, right? And start a fire in our heart. It's through our eyes. We see the object of our desire, and it feeds our heart. And our heart and our eyes are linked. That's why it's so important. When we delight our eyes, we delight our heart. So back to these items that you can add. Make sure that you add anything, like I was saying, that's pointed, like stars, triangles, pyramids. You can add all of those in the south corner of your house. I really like those starburst mirrors that look like the sun with rays coming out of them. I think it's a wonderful activator, especially if you can put it somewhere where it's going to see movement, like of trees outside, and then that mirror becomes like an activator. Now let's talk about mental house cleaning. One of the ways that you press down on your heart is to carry around shame or guilt or disappointment and regret. So, oh, that regret, right? That's the big one. One of the ways that you can help your heart is just to put things in our path that we aspire to, look forward to, or that we enjoy. That's so important. You got to have something to look forward to. I promise you, if you can just, start working on a goal, like to go somewhere or to see a friend, anything that makes your heart leap, it makes all the difference in the way you'll feel. And you'll feel like you're going places and not stuck or drained. You can think about things from like a regular lunch date with a friend. You can schedule some travel and entertainment or make some vacation plans. Here's what I can tell you is in order to be different, you have to see different. And that means getting out of your normal routines or ruts and doing something that you enjoy that's out of your routine. And one of the best ways to do that, it's travel. Yeah, you've heard me talking about that. Very fire thing to do is to get out and get going. Few people come back from a vacation feeling worse than when they left. Travel is experientially expansive. And when we have low fame luck, we feel closed in and confined. Like that famous cruise ship marketing slogan that it's time to get out there. It's true. We have to get out there. You've got to get out there. I want to encourage you. I know that we are still having ramifications from the pandemic, and you can make plans, and that's what those insurance packages are for. So that if something comes up, you will have your trip is insured. To me, I think you should go on and make plans. Don't sit and wait. One of the reasons that travel is so important is because it makes you see something new. It makes you engage in new experiences. It helps you to open your eyes and your heart to an adventure, and this feeds your sense of self and stokes those fires of joy and gives your heart a thrill. Now, on a personal level, I want to talk about how important it is to be more friendly and sociable. Smile at people, walk around and look pleasant. Nobody wants to, feel, like you're unfriendly or unsociable. It feels so much better to be friendly and sociable and to speak to people. Practice keeping a slight smile on your face when you're out and around. Drop any tendencies to make negative comments and judgments, and instead offer people compliments and visualize sending love to everyone who throws water on your fire. Yeah, I know that's hard to do. It is. I know because I'm an excited person. I have lived all my life with family members that look at me like I've lost my ever-loving mind. And I'm very used to that. And it's like, well, that's fine, but they also haven't done crazy things like I've done. And crazy and wonderful, crazy amazing. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I just send them love and light and go on about my craziness. And it's great. Do something to share love because it will make people feel fondness toward you. Like bring your boss a Danish or make some cookies and bring them in the company break room. Find ways to be cheerful and spread joy and positivity. Those ripples that you send out will return to you and change your fame and recognition luck. All right. Well, we have talked about the importance of fame and recognition luck and how to use it for personal transformation. I know that you have a lot inside of you, things that you want to do, things that are important to you, and no one wants to feel numb and there's a real pervasive thing now about being too cool to care, or that if you're happy and upbeat excitement, something's wrong with you, you're mentally unstable, and that makes me so sad. I love excitable, happy, vibrant people. I like to be around those people. I like to be that people. And I want to encourage you to don't let anybody rain on your parade. If you are in a parade of people that are raining on it, you got to find another group of friends or get out of that parade and go to another one. It's really important that you're around people that support you, encourage you, and have exciting and encouraging lives themselves. All right, well, I'm going to leave you with 3 important tips. First, tip number 1 is check the fire corner of your home. This is the south sector. So look in the south corner of your home. What's there? Do you have too much water? Do you have a big bathroom there? Then I want you to add some fire energy to the south corner of your living room. Make sure somewhere, something has got some fire energy, even if it's a vase of beautiful flowers. Now, who couldn't do that on a regular basis? I know you can. Absolutely. Remember, the south corner relates to our joy. And if you have problems feeling joy, you can end up having low vitality, eye problems, stress and anxiety that makes you feel timid, withdrawn. You could even have problems with weight gain. Make sure that you boost that area, like I said, with some flowers, something red, something vibrant. Use color in that corner to help lift that energy. Lastly, let's talk about fire blockages. Sometimes those are the people in our lives, and the people that we're around need to support us. Sometimes those blockages are we're just not getting out, and we need to have something to look forward to. All I can tell you is it's so critical that you put your goals and ambitions on paper. This is a fire blockage. If you don't put it down and commit things to paper, seeing is believing, and believing is seeing. And when you have your goals written down on paper, it's amazing how your mind will be working in the background, and the universe will too, to make those goals of places you want to go, people you want to see, or excitement that you want to build into your life. It'll make it happen. All right, well, there you go. I want to hear from you. If you have a challenge or a goal that you are working on and you attain it and you work at your personal transformation for fame and recognition and for joy and exuberance, I'd love to hear about it. Tell me about how things went for you, or what you did and what changes you saw. I'd love to hear about that. And if you go on a trip somewhere, I'd love to hear about that too. In the meantime, have a great week. I'll talk to you on the next episode of 5 Minute Feng Shui. Hey, thanks for listening today. Although the year of the tiger is here, it's come in with a roar, and there's going to be some big ups and downs this year, like the invasion in Ukraine. But I wrote about Putin and some of the other world leaders in the Year of the Tiger Feng Shui Forecast and Success Pack. Now, back in 2021, when I was writing this in the fall, I could see this on the horizon and I warned about it. There's other things that you're going to want to know too, like where to invest your money, where to find love, and what to expect all year. And I cover all houses and bedroom directions and every zodiac sign. The Success Pack will help you be ready for the year, be prepared, make more money, and keep fortune on your side. Check out the Year of the Tiger Feng Shui Forecast at redlotusletter.com/water tiger, all one word.